If you try to learn Korean in 2026 and if you're still opening a language app every week, I think we should talk about that. I know everyone tells you apps are how you learn a language. So you've probably tried a few of them and you're still here watching another video because somewhere inside you already feel that your Korean is not really moving. I've been teaching Korean for a long time, and what I see is this. So, the learners who actually speak Korean are the ones who step away from the apps first. So, today I want to share three reasons why apps may be keeping you stuck. And by the end, you'll see why so many hours on an app don't turn into speaking and what to do instead, and the simple weekly habit we do inside our free Korean learning community that actually gets people speaking. Reason number two is the one most people never think about, so stay with me until then. First reason, Korean apps train the wrong part of your brain. Our brain has two language systems. One is recognition, so you see a word, you hear a word, you understand it, and the other is production. You have an idea in your head and you have to find the Korean word yourself and say it out loud. Most Korean apps are built around recognition. So you tap the right answer, you match the word to the picture, you pick A, B, C, or D. That is recognition. That is like the brain reading a menu. But speaking Korean is production. There is no multiple choice. You have to make the sentence yourself, right? Think about it. 30 minutes a day on an app for 1 year. It is about 180 hours of training the recognition brain and almost 0 hours of training the production brain. So when a Korean person speaks to you, of course your mouth will not move. You never train the part. Recognition does not become speaking on its own because it is a different muscle. Second reason, and this one is gentle but important. Apps are designed to feel good. The streaks, the sounds, the check marks, the levels. The goal of the app is not to make you speak Korean. The goal is to keep you on the app. Real language learning does not feel that comfortable. Real learning is the moment you try to say a sentence, you forget a word, you feel a little awkward, and you try again, right? That is when your brain is building something new. Apps take that moment away. They give you a hint before the silence gets uncomfortable. They show you the answer before you even try to make a sentence in Korean. So slowly, your brain starts to expect comfort before it makes Korean. And then one day somebody says 안녕하세요 to you, and your brain is waiting for options, and that options never come. That is where the phrasing comes from. Every time the app interrupts you, your future Korean speaking self loses a moment of real practice. No app can give you real feedback on your Korean. Try this. Open the app, then say a full sentence out loud about your weekend. Not something the app showed you, but a sentence from your real life. And then, who tells you if that was right? Who tells you a Korean person would say it differently? Nobody, because nobody's there. Apps can check if you tap the right option, but they cannot check what's actually going on inside your head. And that's the one that matters. That's the one you will need when you are in Korea, ordering food, meeting someone's family. And without feedback, the small mistakes just repeat. And repeating a mistake every day makes it even harder to fix later. Feedback is what turns practice into speaking ability. And that's exactly what no app can give you. If apps are not enough, what can you do instead? I want you to try something simple, and I call it a loop. This idea is easy and practical, so anybody can do it. And there are four simple parts. One, a prompt. Something specific you have to say in Korean today. Not a tap, not a match, a sentence that has to come out of your own mouth. Two, a real speaking attempt. You record yourself trying to say it out loud, even if it feels messy. Three, feedback from a real Korean speaker. Somebody who listens to what you actually said and tells you what was off, and also shows you how a Korean person would say it more naturally. for the same prompt the next day. So you try the sentence again with the correction in your mouth this time. Prompt, speak, feedback, repeat. That is the whole thing. 10 minutes of this doing more than hours on an app. This is what we do every week in our free Korean learning community. Each week, I share one simple Korean prompt. It is something small like, what did you do this weekend? Or what is one food you could eat every day? Then learners record their answer in Korean. They speak out loud in their own voice. It doesn't need to be perfect or scripted. Just say it the way you can. After that, I listen to each recording. I tell you what you did well and also what needs improvement and how a Korean person would say it more naturally. In 1 week, you practice the full loop. You get a real prompt, you speak, you get feedback, and then you move on to a new prompt the next week. You can also hear other learners. Some people are at your level, and some people are a little ahead of you, and you start to see something important. Everyone feels awkward at first, but everyone gets better one step at a time. If it sounds like you, I'd love to invite you to our free Korean speaking community. You will get a new prompt every week and real feedback from me, and it's free. The link is right below. Come join us and try saying just one sentence in Korean. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be a little messy. That is actually the best place to start.